Christmas for me is magical.
Whoa!
Roaring fire, presents under the tree, twinkling lights and festive decorations. The excitement and expectation.
This is ready to start cooking Christmas lunch!
Yeah! Then there's the food.
Oh, there's nothing better than that sound.
And the highlight of the season for me is Christmas dinner.
Snowball fight!
My favourite meal of the year.
I'm Chef Tom Kerridge, and this is my Christmas dinner.
I'm going to take you step by step through my Christmas menu.
Time to roll me balls.
And the star of the show, well, it's got to be roast turkey.
How amazing does that look? The smell of it is fantastic.
Cooked to perfection with all my favourite trimmings. Pork and black pudding stuff in balls, maple glazed pigs in blankets, honey mustard roasted carrots and parsnips, and the most golden, crunchiest roast potatoes ever.
That's got to be magic soaked up with some gravy.
And if you think you're not a sprout fan, wait till you try my sprouts with kale and pancetta. And it wouldn't be a Christmas feast without loads of delicious gravy.
And how lush a colour does that look?
And for afters, we've got a crowd-pleasing twist on a fruity Christmas pudding. And even some delicious truffles, if you've got any room left.
It's time to make Christmas dinner truly special.
It's Christmas Eve morning. That's the last of the wrapping, and excitement is building.
This is a really good day to get ahead of all your cooking, so it makes Christmas Day go much smoother. Gonna start off by making a pudding.
This is just one of the dishes to make in advance that will reheat really well on the big day itself.
Now, there's loads of you out there I know that are not Christmas pudding fans. So, I'm gonna do a Christmas pudding with a bit of a difference. What about a Christmas-style sticky toffee pudding? Butter and light muscovado sugar into a bowl, and then gently beat it together. Once it starts to come together, you can turn the speed up just a little bit. It softens it and creams it together. Then into that, I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of black treacle. Now this is beautiful, rich, thick, dark. I mean, it's almost bitter. Give that a little mix in. And the smell that comes from it is amazing. I mean, it's one of those smells that you just completely associate with puddings. Then into that, I'm gonna add 1 at a time, 2 eggs. Just make sure it's all mixed in. Now, into that, like the base of pretty much every sticky toffee pudding recipe, are dates. Now, these have just been covered with boiling water and 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. Just give them a little mash together with a fork, and they're so delicious, dates. And they're the sort of thing that everyone buys or ends up with at Christmas time. Now, I've also got here some mixed dried fruit. Got that, Dan? Mixed dried fruit. Now, the nice thing about this is this has been soaked in rum. Happy, Dan?
Very.
There we go. Rum-soaked dried fruits. That goes into the mix. Give it a little stir together. We're gonna put a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And that vanilla flavour works beautifully with the dates. So now you can see this mix. It looks like it's curdled and it's split, but don't worry, okay? Because now we're gonna add flour to it. And what happens is the flour binds it all, it brings it all back together. And the flour we're using is self-raising flour, so it's got a raising agent in it. So as we bake these, they will puff up and go light and airy, but still have that kind of rich solidness that you love in a sticky toffee pudding and a Christmas pudding. At Christmas in my house, I normally do a Christmas pudding, and then I also have to do another pudding as well, because there are Christmas pudding haters in our house, believe it or not. But this Christmas, I only need to make one pudding, because everybody likes sticky toffee pudding, and we're just going to say it's sticky toffee pudding with Christmas fruit, and it saves you so much work.
I'm loosening the batter with a little milk, and I'm going to fill individual pudding moulds.
Now, I've buttered them and then dusted them with flour and then kind of emptied it out so they don't stick when it cooks. You could do one large one if you wanted to. You could do it in a baking tray, but it is Christmas, so we are going to do it a little bit special. Make sure that everyone has one each. If you spill a little bit, don't worry. I look forward to Christmas so much, whether it's in the restaurants or at home, and the noise and the energy. So kind of creating and cooking on Christmas Eve, that sense of anticipation, and it's such a special time, particularly if you love cooking, most importantly, eating.
To finish off the puds, use a spoon to flatten the top, which will then become the bottom when we turn them out.
Now, in the restaurant, we probably weigh each mix out so that each one was exactly the same. But you know what? At home, I'm just using my eyeballs. They all look about the same. It doesn't matter. We're all friends here. And family. So they're ready to go into a preheated oven, 160 degrees fan. I'm going to cook them for around about 25 minutes. Whilst my sticky toffee puddings are in the oven, I'm going to make some stuffing balls. Now, you could stick it in the turkey if you wanted to, but there's something special about those little individual stuffing balls, because when they bake and they roast, they get nice little crispy, gnarly bits, and actually reminds me a little bit of school dinner stuffing balls when they were rolled and baked. It's exactly what we're trying to do here, just a little bit posher. Not much, just a little bit.
Fry diced onions in a little oil and a pinch of salt. Chop fresh sage and add to the onions. Then leave the herby mix on one side to cool completely. The traditional base for stuffing is sausage meat, so I'm starting with that, but I'm adding one of my favourite ingredients: black pudding.
There may be quite a few of you that are anti-black pudding, but I think that's probably because it's just in your head of thinking about what it is. It just gives it another layer, texture, flavour, and also you haven't actually got to tell anybody that it's in there. They will just go, this is the best stuffing I've ever had. It could be our little secret.
Add breadcrumbs, the zest of a lemon, some freshly grated nutmeg, and a teaspoon of dried mixed herbs. When the onions are completely cold, mix them in.
Time to roll me balls.
This will make 24 balls. That's plenty to go around. Cover the tray with cling film and they can sit in the fridge till morning. And I can smell that the puddings are done.
And these guys look amazing. They've risen up just a little bit. They smell fantastic. I'm going to leave them to cool all the way over there so I'm not tempted to pinch them.
There's another important part of the meal you can easily make the day before.
Making gravy on Christmas Day is probably one of the things that most people slip up on, because you take the turkey out, you leave it to one side, and then you start messing around with the tray, and everything's like chaotic and messy, and you're trying to reheat everything. Actually, this solves all of those problems. Get the gravy made the day before.
Start by throwing some streaky bacon onto a base of veg. Onions, carrots, celery, and leeks.
And into that, some chicken wings, OK? Now, this is where you're going to get beautiful flavour. We all love the flavour of roast chicken. Where you get that flavour is by giving it a good whack of heat in the oven. You don't want it to stew, you want it to actually roast. Pinch of salt, a couple of twists of pepper, drizzle of oil. Then it's going to go into a preheated oven, 180 degrees fan, and roast it for about an hour. Then I'll turn it around a little bit and roast it for another half an hour until they're caramelised, crispy, coloured, rich in flavour, and all those natural sugars from the veggies have kind of seeped out and gone all soft, and all those juices come from the bacon and the chicken. There we go. Get it in focus. We on the shot? All right, going in the oven.
And while that tray of goodness is roasting, there's plenty of time to enjoy more of this special family day.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Good skills. OK. My chicken bones have been roasting the veg for an hour and a half, and look at that. Dan, look at that. You got it? Onto the stove. I'm going to put the heat on. I mean, it's like a lush kind of roast dinner all in one tray, isn't it? Bacon, chicken, roast carrots, except we are now going to turn this into our gravy.
I'm adding more flavour with herbs. Thyme, bay leaves.
It's a big one, isn't it?
And rosemary. Then sprinkle in plain flour.
This flour is going to be the thickening agent, and it's such a traditional way of making gravy. Reminds me of my Auntie Jenny. She always used to make amazing chicken gravy like this.
Now add half a bottle of white wine and chicken stock. Bring to the boil and then lower to a simmer.
Now, it looks like there's a lot, but honestly, the last thing you want to run out of on Christmas Day is gravy.
Or sweets.
Can you pass us a bit of paper, Mama? I'm going to do a Santa.
I'm doing a snowman.
Oh, is that a snowman? That is very cool.
Is that his hat?
Yeah, Santa's hat.
I want to put a red hat on as well.
Back in the kitchen, the roasting pan full of gorgeous gravy has been simmering away for 25 minutes.
You can see it's reduced down and it's thickened as well. And how lush a colour does that look? A little bit of salt and pepper. And then I'm going to put in a big splash of sherry. Give it a little turn around. By turn around, I mean like stir, don't turn it around. And then a little taste. Got to check it's all right. Touch more salt. And then we're going to drain it, OK? Through a colander into another saucepan. You can pour the rest, OK? And then with your ladle, just squeeze, OK? You want to squeeze every last bit of gravy out, because that's all about the flavour. And just keep pushing. Lift the colander out. I'm just going to pass that through another sieve. This might need a little helping hand. And there we have it, our gravy ready for tomorrow. I'll leave it to cool, and then I'll stick it in the fridge just to reheat on Christmas Day.
Still 24 hours to go, and I'm already well ahead with prep now the gravy's done. Got the stuffing ready, and my extra special Christmas sticky toffee puddings are cooling on the side. Another thing I can make today is the toffee sauce to go with them.
Again, it's about making the sauce, getting planned, done, ahead of time. We can reheat this sauce tomorrow on Christmas Day, it's no bother. And it's very easy. Soft muscovado sugar goes into a pan, butter joins the sugar, and then double cream. You could, if you wanted to, caramelise the sugar, then add the butter and the cream. But you know what? All in the pan at the same time works just as well. Christmas Eve is super exciting as a child and as an adult. You know, I remember going to bed as a kid and, you know, not being able to get to sleep because you're so excited about the Christmas presents in the morning. And then as you get older, you go to bed dreaming of, when am I going to put the turkey on? Is there going to be enough roast potatoes? All of those kind of feelings on Christmas Eve, making sure that you're all ready so you can sleep easy, knowing that you've got to get up at about 5 o'clock because that's when the kids will be up. Once this sauce has come up to the boil, come and have a look at this. It's all bubbled together. It's all kind of emulsified. You've got this lovely, rich, gooey, sticky toffee sauce. Just gonna put that into a bowl. We can leave that till tomorrow. But why no tomorrow? I've only got 6 people coming, but I've got 8 puddings, which means that I can taste one now, just to make sure it's gonna be all right for Christmas.
Fruity, dark and delicious, these sticky toffee Christmas puddings will just need reheating in the oven for a few minutes tomorrow lunchtime.
Get in there. Oh, as if I wasn't looking forward to tomorrow enough already.
The caramel sauce tops them off, and a spoonful of vanilla ice cream is all you need alongside. And shh, you don't have to make that.
Gym on Boxing Day. Gym on Boxing Day. Sticky toffee puddings are done. The sticky toffee pudding sauce is done. Stuffing balls are done. And the gravy's made. We are already ahead of schedule. Now, just gonna make some little snowball truffles. Lovely little gifts for my guests. Starting off with plastic bag and some biscuits.
First, ginger nuts. I'm just bashing them a bit, leaving some bigger, crunchy bits. Then, digestives. Add cocoa powder and condensed milk and mix the whole lot together. Take a sort of golf ball-sized lump of the mix and roll in desiccated coconut.
Snowball fight.
When they're set, I'm going to pop these snowball truffles into individual goodie bags for each guest. And they'll go onto the table tomorrow next to the Christmas crackers as a little extra gift to eat later on.
And I'm just going to have a clean down because I've still got a few extra jobs to get going. So, roast potatoes for Christmas Day. Well, I'm going to get them pretty much cooked all the way through on Christmas Eve. So the last bit we need to do is just roast them, okay? Just get them coloured and get the first part of their cooking done now. Now, when it comes to roast potatoes on Christmas Day, don't be shy. Do extra, because if there are any left over, you can use them on Boxing Day for bubble and squeak. Cut them all around about the same size. They go into the water. Good pinch of salt. And then here, see that, Dan? Saffron, okay? Now, saffron is amazing for colour, all right? The flavour is fantastic and goes so nicely with potatoes. But colour-wise, it'll seep out into that water and just give them a really deep, rich, kind of golden orangey glow. And then, rosemary. 2 sprigs. Just going to stick that into the water as well. Turn the heat on, bring it up to the boil, then lower it, gently simmer it, poach those potatoes for around about 15 to 20 minutes until they're just cooked. Whilst the potatoes are on, I am going to make my pigs in blankets. Very, very easy to do. Get yourself your bacon onto a board and get a knife and stretch it. And what that does is it breaks the bacon down so that it won't shrivel up too much when you cook it, all right? So it won't unravel. Then get your sausage, stick it on the bacon and wrap it up. Like we haven't wrapped enough presents as it is.
I want to make these special by giving them an extra layer of flavour when they're cooked. But you'll have to wait until Christmas Day to find out my secret.
Pigs in blankets done. They're going in the fridge as well, ready for tomorrow's roasting. Right then, these potatoes cooked beautifully. They're just soft. Look at the colour of them. Golden, beautiful, stunning. And the smell that's coming off that with the rosemary and the saffron's amazing. I'm just going to pop them onto a rack and leave them to steam dry. Take your time, don't break them up. Some of them that will naturally fall apart, but that's okay. The last thing you want to do with these is put them in a colander and bash them about, because if you do that, you break them all up. You turn them into mash. You want them to still hold their shape, because what you want is those little angles and edges all around the potatoes. Those are the bits that are going to go crispy and crunchy. So if you bash them up too much, they soften and go rounded. That's not what you want. You want angles, jaggedy bits.
After a few minutes drying, for super special crunch, dust them in dry polenta.
And this polenta is just a bit of a skin that will crisp up and crust up really nicely and ensure that you have amazing and incredible roast potatoes tomorrow. Golden, rich in colour, fantastic flavour from the rosemary and a pinch of that saffron. Doing it like this means that they're going to be super crispy, super amazing. It's next level Christmas roasties. You may know that I think Sunday lunch is the best meal of the week. Well, Christmas dinner is the best dinner of the year.
These wonderful golden potatoes can sit in the fridge overnight, or anywhere cool if you're struggling for fridge space. The stuffing's made, the gravy's made, and so are the sticky toffee puds and sauce. All ready for tomorrow. Happy days.
That's me done for Christmas Eve. Half the cooking for Christmas Day is already boxed off. Just last little check on the turkey. Yep, she's still there. I'm gonna go and watch a cheesy movie. Oh, quick, let's go find those presents! What does that say?
Tip-top wrapping.
Oh.
Oh, I think it's a buzzing game.
Can I play it right now?
Yeah, of course we can. You got to get it from one end to the other. Oh, oh, oh! Christmas morning. Morning, everybody. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas, Tom. Perfect start to the day. Now, this bird has been out of the fridge for around about an hour, coming up gently to room temperature, and we're going to put a few things all over the top of it and inside it to give it extra flavour. Starting off with a little bit of butter with a good pinch of salt and some garlic. It's going to be grated, OK? 2 cloves. One of the most often asked questions when people talk about Christmas is, how do I get everything cooked and ready at the same time? And do you know what? This is the easiest way of doing it. So much of this cooking that can be done in advance, and there's also a lot of leeway. A big turkey like this will need at least an hour's resting time. So you've still got loads of room at the end of this cooking process to catch up with everything else. Take a chill pill, relax. Don't worry about it. There's plenty of leeway in all of the cooking time with all of these ingredients. The butter goes on top of the turkey. And then with your hands, smear it all over. Make sure you get it into the legs as well, down the side, in between the breasts and the wings. I mean, every year we have to have turkey. It looks incredible served in the middle of the table before you carve it, the smell you get off it. But actually, I think one of the most important things about a turkey is that it is really good cold as well. So the leftovers are perfect.
And for extra flavour, I'm putting an onion and rosemary inside the turkey.
That onion will release its own kind of juices and steam, trying to keep those breasts and legs nice and moist. And another tip here is to flip the bird over for the first bit of cooking. I mean, gravity. As it cooks, juices will drop down. Now, if it's turned the other way round, the juices are dropping down into the bit where it's the backbone. If you flip it this way, the juices will cook and drop down, and they will just sit there in those turkey breasts, keeping them really nice and moist and flavoursome.
A 6 kilogram turkey like this will easily feed 10, so there'll be loads of leftovers. I'm giving it a blast of heat for the first 20 to 30 minutes to kickstart the cooking at 220 degrees fan.
Then we'll turn the oven down to 180 and roast it for a further hour, 45 minutes, and then we'll flip it over and crisp it up.
The turkey's had its initial hot blast, so oven down to 180 fan. And as I've got nothing to do for a bit, let's see what Father Christmas has bought me.
This is called Poo Head.
Thanks, Santa. Oh, it fits so well.
Don't get too carried away, though.
There you go.
Just remember to baste the turkey every half hour or so.
I lost the Christmas jumper. It's getting a little bit hot.
The turkey's had its upside down cook. Now it's time to turn it breast side up.
Here we go. See, wasn't that difficult? Back in for another 30 minutes. Crisp up.
And that's enough time for a couple of rounds of my new favourite Christmas game.
Why don't you come and have a go at being Poo Head?
Oh, that's beautiful. Ready?
Cheesy!
Yeah! How amazing does that look? The smell of it is fantastic. And now, I'm gonna rest it for an hour. 40 minutes if you want, hour and a half, don't really matter. Either way, it's no stress. And now it is time to roast these guys. Now, if you remember, cooked them yesterday, dusted them in polenta. Now that's kind of already formed a crust on it. That's gonna be very easy to make nice, crispy, crunchy, delicious roast potatoes. In a roasting tray, flavourless, clean oil. You could use duck fat if you want, but I'm always a big, big fan of just having the oil there for the cooking process. Let the potatoes do the flavour.
Let the oil heat up on the hob.
Then take the potatoes and place them into the oil nice and gently. And we're getting ahead of ourselves here because the potatoes can be roasted, ready, done, left to one side, OK? You can get them back in, reheat them. No stress. Stress-free Christmas Day cooking.
Just make one layer, don't overcrowd the tin. Use 2 roasting tins if you need to. Then they're going into the oven.
The beautiful thing about these potatoes is they are already cooked, OK? All we're trying to do is crisp up the outside. So the longer you roast them, the thicker, the crunchier, crispy coating you're gonna get. So 40 minutes, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. Turn them around every now and then. Just go gentle with them. We're just gonna give them that lovely crispy coating.
In my house, Christmas lunch means there's got to be sprouts. If you think they're not for you, wait till you try them cooked with pancetta and garnished with kale.
I know you're looking at me thinking, kale on Christmas Day. It's bad enough we're having sprouts, but listen, sprouts are amazing, kale is lush. But we're gonna do something slightly different with this kale. Take the oil and just drizzle it over the kale. Some salt. And get your hands and then massage that oil and the salt into the kale. Make sure it all gets a nice coating. Just that extra special touch makes Christmas roast dinner the best dinner of the year. That's gonna go into the oven, top shelf. We'll bake that till it's crispy. Just keep an eye on it. Okay, next thing we're gonna do. Roast parsnips, roast carrots. Absolutely delicious. And I'm gonna do them on the same tray with added flavor. So you get your carrots, cut them into quarters lengthways. Do the same with the parsnips. Then we're gonna make a dressing to cover them and roast them in, made of grain mustard, 1 tablespoon. You can make it a large one. 3 tablespoons of really nice flavored olive oil. And then 4 tablespoons are honey. Honey roast carrots and parsnips. Absolutely delicious. I mean, Christmas Day wouldn't be Christmas Day without honey roast parsnips, would it? A few twists of pepper. And a little sprinkle of salt. And then just take your dressing and drizzle it all over your carrots and your parsnips. And then these guys will go into the oven as well. So we've now got kale, potatoes, parsnips and carrots all roasting. Kale is lovely and crispy. Look at that. It smells incredible as well. I'm going to leave that to cool. And here, bring out the potatoes. Just going to give them a gentle turn. Here, Dan, look at that. You can see they're beginning to take on some colour and starting to crisp up. This is beginning to get to the point where I can sense the finishing line. And it's becoming very, very exciting because the turkey is done. The smells in the room are amazing. The potatoes are getting crispy. We are nearly there, my friends. These guys go back into the oven for some more roasting and crisping up.
Now we can crack on with my favourite Christmas veg.
Sprouts, pancetta. Now, there's a lot of you out there that don't like these. Well, I'm going to show you a way of how to make them delicious and lovely. And the best way of making sure that they're delicious is by not overcooking them. Keep them a little bit crunchy. First thing we got to do, throw some salt in some boiling water. We're going to blanch the sprouts, just cook them in the pan, OK? Now, when I was a kid, we used to get sprouts and they were really massive. And I remember on Christmas Eve, one of my jobs was to get a knife and put little cuts in the bottom of it because it would help them cook. And they would go kind of like this yellowy brown colour. And that's why people don't like sprouts. These are young, fresh, vibrant. We don't need to put a big cross in the bottom. We're not boiling them to death. Whilst they're boiling away, just going to put this pan on the heat. And I'm going to put the pancetta in. No oil, nothing in it, OK? We're trying to render out that lovely flavour of the fat that comes from the pancetta. If you haven't got pancetta, don't worry. Bacon lardons would be great. Or strips of streaky bacon you might have left over. Just chop it up and put it in. We're not worried about what it looks like here. What we want is that flavour.
After just 5 minutes, plunge the sprouts into iced water to stop them cooking. And leave them till they're completely cold.
OK, the pancetta's rendered down. I've just turned the heat down a little bit. And I'm going to add to that some of these peeled and vacuum-sealed chestnuts, OK? Just break them in half, drop them into the pancetta, give them a little stir around. They'll act a bit like sponges, just absorb some of that lovely pancetta flavour that's in the pan. I'm just going to remove them, get all the bits out, but don't wash up the pan because we're going to add the sprouts to it when it's time to serve, and they'll absorb the rest of that lovely pancetta flavour. So the sprouts, they've now chilled and gone cold in the ice bath. I'm just going to drain them in a colander. Little runaway one. Still crispy, still crunchy. What's wrong with you lot that don't like sprouts? Once you've drained them from the water, put them onto a tray with some kitchen roll, leave them to dry. We're going to reheat them with chicken stock, butter, the pancetta, the chestnuts, and the crispy kale. We are going to turn these green little nuggets of delight into some of the finest things that will accompany your roast turkey. If I don't eat them all before then.
My family and guests are getting hungry, but there's still time for a quick party game before I finish the cooking.
He's got a guess who's on his head.
Is it Shrek? Is it male? Music? rock band. But are they British? Is it Mick Jagger? Yay!
Mick can sing a lot better than me, but can he cook Christmas dinner? It's coming up to lunchtime, so I'm checking in on my veg.
So you can see the parsnips and the carrots are beginning to caramelise and colour. I'm just gonna give them a lift and a turn and just a move about in that dressing. So these guys have had about half an hour. I'm gonna go back into the oven and continue cooking. Whilst I'm here, I may as well have a look at me potatoes. You can see they're crisping up, getting a lovely crust all over. Just move them around again in the oil. Don't worry about how long they're taking, just chill. Everything's under control. Carrots are in the oven, potatoes are roasting, turkey's done. Zero stress cooking day. Okay, my potatoes are out, my carrots and my parsnips are out. The oven is free. Time to put in the pigs in blankets that we wrapped yesterday.
And I promise to show you my secret to making the most glorious pigs in blankets ever.
You're gonna love it. It's maple syrup. I've got a little bit of it here, and I'm just gonna brush on a layer on top of each pigs in blanket. Is that the singular of them? Pigs in blankets. It's a pig in a blanket. You know, that kind of salty, smoky flavour from the bacon and then the sweetness you get from maple syrup is incredible. And they're gonna go into the oven. I'm gonna cook them for around about 15 minutes, and I'm gonna turn them and brush the other half, okay? Also, to join them are our stuffing balls. Again, made them yesterday. It's no stress. The hardest work we've got to do with these now is this. Oh, they're so heavy. Oh. God, that was such hard work. Time to reheat those sprouts. So, the pan that we cooked it in, remember, with the bacon fat still in it, back on the heat. Then into that, I'm gonna pour some chicken stock. And put a knob of butter in. Quite a big knob. It is Christmas. It's all getting quite exciting now. Everything's coming together. It's that last little bit, a bit like the A-Team, where Hannibal will go, I love it when a plan comes together. So once that chicken stock's come up to a rapid boil and that butter's kind of melted and sat on the top, I'm gonna put my sprouts in.
Toss them in the buttery chicken stock for 5 minutes. And then add the pancetta and chestnuts and stir as the stock reduces. Have a couple of minutes to turn and glaze the pigs in blankets on the other side.
Okay, time to finish the sprouts. We're gonna finish them with our crispy kale, all right, that we baked earlier. Turn the heat off, and then sprinkle a handful of the kale over the top. Get yourself a bowl, and just pour them in. Look at that vibrant green, crispy, crunchy texture going on. Pancetta, the chestnuts, and then that kale, the rest of it. It's like holly leaves, look. Couldn't look or feel more Christmassy, could it? Look how gorgeous they look. Got that, Dan? The crispy, crunchy kale on the top. Oh, that is so good. Sausage stuffing balls are done. Look at them. Just baked. They're beginning to get a wonderful kind of crust. Flavour-wise, you know these are going to taste fantastic.
I've one final flourish to push these roasters to the peak of perfection.
I'm going to put the potatoes back in, but with a bit of this on the top. Now, I've been talking about every single thing that we've done has added an extra layer of flavour, something that makes it super special. Now, with the potatoes, we put saffron in it to give colour, a crispy coating of polenta, wonderful crust on the top, and finally, a little bit of grated Parmesan cheese. Christmas Day done absolutely executive style. Now these guys now go back into the oven for about 5 minutes. That's it, just to give them a little reheat and melt that cheese, which is just about enough time to get my gravy hot. start sticking everything into plates and bowls now, ready to serve. I'm gonna pack them right in. Oh no, what a shame. There really doesn't appear to be any room to fit this last one in. Texturally, it's beautiful. The sage is delicious. Can't wait to have another one. My pigs in blankets will be ready as I create washing up Jenga. Oh, look at them. There's nothing better than that sound. Come on, get your mic in. There are so many amazing flavours and smells that's going on here. It's getting emotional. If I walked into one of my pubs or restaurants and saw the washing up stand like that, I would go absolutely bananas. However, it's my house, it's Christmas Day, and someone else is doing it. Oh, golden, crispy, crunchy, cheesy. The perfect roast potato. The bottom of the pan is covered in cheese. Do you know what? I could just eat this. That's got to be magic soaked up with some gravy. So that just means the last thing we got to do is probably the most difficult thing of the day. Getting this gravy into that jug. It's gravy to the top of the jug. There's some there left for when people want extras. That is ready to go.
My Christmas dinner is ready. The best of what's traditional with extra special touches to make it my own. Honey mustard, carrots and parsnips, beautifully sweet and savoury. Crunchy baby sprouts with pancetta and chestnuts, topped with a rustle of crispy kale. Golden and crisp roast potatoes with a luxurious dusting of parmesan. Pigs in blankets with a sweet maple syrup glaze, and stuffing balls with black pudding. And to bring everything together, there's a generous jug of gorgeous gravy. And of course, here comes my centerpiece. Perfectly roasted, moist and golden, it's got to be turkey. All brought to the table with the minimum of stress.
Yes, I got a blue one!
Who wants turkey?
I know there's a lot riding on getting a Christmas feast just right.
Carrots, AC, you'll love the carrots.
These look amazing.
But with a bit of planning and getting things done in advance,
Oh, these look tasty.
it can actually be great fun to cook.
Wow,
That.
delicious.
And it's a very forgiving meal.
Mmm.
It will wait till you're ready to eat.
Nom, 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 nom.
Just make sure that the gravy is piping hot. And when you all sit down together, everyone can tuck into the best meal of the year. Made with love and care and shared with those closest to your heart.
Happy Christmas, guys.
Happy Christmas!
Cheers!
This is what Christmas is all about.